Planning a Disney World trip is so overwhelming. It's something we hear a lot as travel advisors over at the Vacationeer. And for the most part, they're not wrong. It can be a lot for guests who've never visited the parks or even haven't been in a while. So to hear that there's another piece, another tool that you have to learn in order to have the best Disney trip ever, it's kind of exhausting. We're here to help in two ways. First, we're going to walk you through this comprehensive guide of the Lightning Lane multi-pass and single pass at Disney World. Second, the Vacationeer offers complimentary planning service for any of your Disney vacations. If you're interested in having help with your vacation planning, reach out to us at vacationeer.com/YouTube. Enough shameless plugs, let's get into Lightning Lanes at Walt Disney World. As of July 24th, 2024, MultiPass has replaced Genie Plus as its new Lightning Lane tool. If you're familiar with Disney World's previous Skip the Line systems, you might say that the MultiPass looks like if Fast Pass and Genie Plus had a baby. It looks like Fast Pass because you can book 3 rides in advance prior to checking in at your Walt Disney World resort. But it looks like Genie Plus because it is something that you have to pay for and you schedule completely on the app. Single Pass is the new name given to the individual Lightning Lane system. It still works basically the same, except now you're going to be able to schedule it in advance. If you're new to the Disney parks, this video is especially for you because we're going to break down what multi-pass is, when you're going to use it, and how you're going to make the most of it for your vacation. Okay, let's go back to school and do a little vocabulary lesson to help you better understand all the terms that Disney uses and how these are going to work together as we're explaining the new Lightning Lane multi-pass and single pass systems. First up, we've got the standard line. This is an entrance to any of your rides or attractions that all Walt Disney World guests are going to have access to. You're going to see that estimated wait time right outside of the entrance door, or you can check the digital map on your My Disney Experience app to see what the estimated wait time is there. Then we have the Lightning Lane. This is an additional entrance that guests can pay for through the multi-pass or single pass tool. It's going to give you an expedited wait time. It's going to move much faster than that standard line's wait time. Single pass is the individually purchased access to the Lightning Lanes for the most popular rides in the park. There's 5 altogether across all 4 parks, 2 in Magic Kingdom, 1 in Animal Kingdom, 1 at Hollywood Studios, and 1 at Epcot. Multi-pass is a paid-for feature that lets guests schedule Lightning Lanes for a majority of the rides in the park. Guests are going to pay for access per person, but not have to pay for access per ride the way that they do with the 5 single pass Lightning Lanes. Let's talk about preparing for booking your advanced Lightning Lanes with the new multi-pass and single pass tool. If you haven't already, make sure you download the My Disney Experience app from your app store. Link together all of your family and friends that are traveling with you. You want to make sure that they have a My Disney Experience account and that you're able to manage their plans. This way, when it comes to booking, you'll have access to each of them and be able to schedule their Lightning Lanes for them. Verify that your resort reservations and ticket packages are linked to your account properly. If you have any issues with that, make sure you reach out to your Vacationeer travel advisor for help. Go ahead and add your payment information to your profile. When you're having to book 4 different days of multi-passes, it's going to get a little exhausting having to enter that credit card number over and over again. It's a whole lot simpler to already have that payment information plugged into your profile. And then make a plan for the rides that you want to book in advance. You will have a 5-minute limit to selecting those rides per park, so make sure that you already have those chosen and it'll be a much simpler process and you'll get to focus on your time slots and not so much the particular rides that you're wanting to do. Let's start with the easy one and talk about how single pass works. If you've used individual Lightning Lane previously, this is going to be the exact same process, except if you're staying on Walt Disney World property, you're going to be able to book it at 7 a.m. 7 days before your resort check-in. Remember that single pass is per person per ride, and there's only 5 of these across the 4 parks. Magic Kingdom is unique because it has 2 Lightning Lane single pass accesses. At Magic Kingdom, you can individually purchase Tron or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Over at Epcot, you've got Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. At Animal Kingdom, you have Flight of Passage. And then at Hollywood Studios, you've got Rise of the Resistance. Disney has chosen to do dynamic pricing, so these are not consistent from day to day. They tend to fluctuate according to busy seasons and crowd levels. When making your advance bookings for single pass, remember that you will only be able to make 2 single pass bookings in advance per park day. Your single pass purchase will be per person per ride, meaning that if you are booking for Tron in Magic Kingdom and you have 4 people in your party, each person is going to pay that $20 fee for a total of $80 for all 4 of you to ride Tron. While single pass can get expensive, it is the most easy thing to understand with the Lightning Lane tools. Let's do an advanced booking tutorial. If you are staying on Walt Disney World property, you will be able to book your multi-pass rides 7 days before you check into your resort. Your booking window will open at 7 a.m. and you'll be able to book up to 3 Lightning Lanes per park day in advance. You are going to be able to open your My Disney Experience app and on that homepage find that Lightning Lane box at the top. You can also see a new Lightning Lane tile on the menu screen. First, select your date and park you're wishing to book for. Next, you're going to select if you want to purchase multi-pass, single pass, or both. Now that you have the multi-pass feature pulled up, you're going to select 1 option from group 1 and 2 options from group 2. Of course, you can always select all 3 options from group 2 if you like. You'll see that it is actually blacked out once you've made your selections. Then you're going to scroll to the bottom and hit continue. There you'll see the actual times that they're suggesting for each of these rides. If those look good, you can scroll to the bottom, verify your travel party, and hit continue. But if you're like, I think I'd rather choose some different ride times, you can go in and click modify and choose the ride time that works best for you and your schedule. Another nice feature is that it will show you other reservations that you may already have in place, like breakfast or Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. This way you aren't scheduling any of those advanced Lightning Lanes on top of those previous reservations. Once you've confirmed your selections, you can move on and check out for that day, and then it will ask you if you would like to book for another day, and of course you can select that if you're ready to move on. You're going to repeat this process for each day that you would like to utilize the Lightning Lane tool in the parks. If you're planning to park hop, it's important to remember that you can only make those first 3 selections within your first park of the day. You will not be able to book any of those 3 selections in an additional park. The fee that you pay for the first park that you're doing Lightning Lanes in is the access to book all Lightning Lanes for your day. You won't pay an additional fee if you decide to go to Magic Kingdom and then hop over to Epcot and do some additional rides. It's the one fee for your day. Before you check into your resort or even attend a park, you can go back and modify those selections. So you're going to go back into your homepage and select that My Day link, and you're going to be able to select the date that you're wanting to view. Once you've selected that date, you can scroll down and see the booked Lightning Lanes that you booked with your advanced access. Click into that one and then select modify. It's going to show you your current Lightning Lane choice, but then it's also going to show you a list of rides and times that are still available. You can scroll through and see if there's anything that you would prefer to modify this ride to. If not, you can just exit out. But if you do see something you want to change it to, or maybe an alternate time for the current ride that you already have, you can go through and select that. You're going to want to scroll all the way down to the bottom, verify your party, and then hit continue to confirm the change. This is also the way that you can modify your rides once you are in the parks utilizing your Lightning Lanes. The main reason that you might want to use this modification tool before you actually get to your resort is if you didn't quite get the time that you wanted when you were originally booking and you're wanting to see if there's a better time slot, an earlier time slot that works for your plans for that day. You've arrived at the parks and you've used your first advanced Lightning Lane selection. Now you can go back and view your My Day, toggle over to your Tipboard tab, and view all of the rides that are available within the park. If you're wanting to book for your next park that you're going to park hop to, you can also do that at this time. You will be able to hold 3 lightning lanes all day as long as there's availability. So scroll down that list and find the ride that you're wanting to select next. Click on that ride. You'll be able to see the best next time. You'll also be able to see the alternative times. You can choose one of those. Verify your party. Maybe not everybody's wanting to ride this particular ride, and then confirm your next selection. You can go back to your My Day page, refresh that page, and see your new lightning lane there with the other 2 that you had already selected. For those guests who have dated tickets but are not staying on Walt Disney World property, you will be able to book your lightning lanes 3 days in advance of when your tickets start. For annual passes and specialty ticket holders, you will be able to book 3 days in advance per park visit. Let's say you're attending the park on Thursday, you'll be able to book on Monday. If you're also planning to visit the park on Friday, you would then book your advanced lightning lanes for Friday on Tuesday, and so on and so forth. However, if you have one of these specialty tickets but you're staying on Walt Disney World Resort property, that hotel rule is going to trump it, and you'll be able to book 7 days in advance. If you are an international guest traveling from outside of the United States, unfortunately you will not be able to book your advanced lightning lanes until you are on US soil. You won't have access to the My Disney Experience app until that time, and therefore you'll be unable to book those advanced lightning lanes. The reality is the guests staying at the Walt Disney World Resort do have an advantage with that 7-day in advance rule. However, the Group 1 and Group 2 tool are most likely there to help mitigate the problem of all of the best rides being booked up before guests with 3-day prior access are able to book. Sometimes you will be able to stack those lightning lanes and knock them out, bing, bang, boom. Other times you may have gaps in between your lightning lanes, and that's a great time to use those standard lines for shorter things like the Mad Tea Party, Dumbo, Barnstormer, or maybe you want to cool off in an attraction like the PhilharMagic. These are great ways to use that downtime because you're not going to be able to utilize a lightning lane for every single ride throughout your day. Go enjoy the parade, go grab a snack. You probably have some breakfast planned with the characters. There's plenty of other things to do besides utilizing your lightning lanes all day long. Be sure to ask your Vacationeer travel advisors about their best tips about utilizing multi-pass within the parks. They've all got some really good ones. And if you don't have a travel advisor already and you need help planning your Disney trip, we are here for you. Vacationeer.com/YouTube. Fill out a really quick interest form and we'll be in touch with your personal travel advisor. If this video was helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend you know is traveling down to Walt Disney World soon, and subscribe because we're going to have a lot more tips about utilizing multi-pass and single pass to help you make the most of your time in the parks. Thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you again.